Thanks for tuning in to another video, and for today I have the Samsung Watch 8 Classic. And this is a small part of a much bigger video, and that video has all the tips and tricks that I could think of for the Samsung watches that you could also use for the Watch 8, the Watch 7, the Watch 6, even the Watch 5, because they got updated to the new software. But the full video that I did was about 45 minutes or so, and I figured some people may not have the time or the dedication to watch a video of mine that is that long. But I will leave it in the description if you are interested in looking into that and getting all the features of this watch. But first, let's start out with the workout features. We're going to just start an exercise. We could just scroll over here, and I'm going to go into biking here. Now, this little gear icon over here, just hit this. And this is where you can do some things. Obviously, the first thing is easy enough. You could just set your target for time, your miles, distance, your calories. You can do any of that, and you could adjust it if you want. So let me do the miles here, and I could just change this if I want. Right, really easy to do, and done. And if you want to do it now, yes. So there you go. And if you see here, if I go back into here, that's my new target. And if I want to go back to no target, and I just want to kind of ride my bike until I get tired, then I just turn it off. Now, there's a couple more things that you can do in here, but let me just show you some big things that I would want to point out. Let me just keep scrolling here. The audio guide, the watch is going to be telling you this stuff and giving you details about your lap and your speed and all that kind of stuff, and it's going to be doing it audibly, and maybe you don't want that, so you could turn that on and off. Now, the other big thing with the workout feature is this one, and this is where you could toggle this on, and then your screen will stay on for the entire workout. Obviously, this will kill a lot of battery. Then we also have the auto detect workouts. Let me just show you this. I wasn't really going to get into this, but it is right here, so let me just show you that, and there's some adjustments that you can make. So these are the exercises that you have, and you could toggle any of these on and off if you want. So the other big thing I want to show you in this little section here is that you can change all the exercise data that you see on this screen, and it is very customizable. So let me show you how to do that. We got to go all the way up to the top here again. The workout screen right here. Let's click on that. Okay, so now we have the data screen. We have 1 and data screen 2 and lap info, and you can see the stuff there. You can toggle these things on and off if you want. There's no customization on them. But if you go here, we'll go into the data screen. Now, if I only want one data screen, I could just toggle this off, and now we just have the one data screen. But let's keep 2 on for now, and let me tap on this. Now, the data screen, that's my layout right there, and this is what I have. But you can see there, so there's 4 things there, right? And you can see the 4 little boxes there. Maybe I want 6. So I click on this, now I got 6 there. Now, maybe I don't want distance, right? Maybe I want to change this. So I just click on this, and now I can change it to any of these things. And if I do lap duration, and now you can see that it changed. You want to change your average speed, click on that. And again, this is all the stuff that you can go through. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do. Let's do lap distance, all right? Okay, so now we got lap distance twice. I really need to know that. And then that's it. Now you can see it's all scheduled right there. Same thing with data screen 2. You just toggle on this. You can change the layout again. And if you only have 3, then the icons will be a little bit bigger and it's a little easier to see. So you can decide on how you want to do that. Okay, that's enough for workouts. So let me show you how to customize the tiles and widgets and the apps and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so you can customize the tiles on your watch and on the app, but it is just easier to do it on the phone app. But the tiles are this. So if you swipe over, you get into your tiles, right? And then you could also swipe up, and all this stuff you can change. And again, you could do it on the watch, but well, let me show you how to do it on the watch real fast. Okay, so let me just show you here. So if you just push and hold this, I could delete the whole widget right here if I wanted to, or I could edit it. So let me just do that again. And but again, I could delete again the whole widget if I want to by hitting that little minus, but I'm going to hit edit. Now I can delete just a section of this tile. So maybe I don't want the energy score, but everything else looks good. So I could just delete one thing if I want. Then I could also change the name. I could just toggle this, and then I could type in the name if I want to do that. I'm going to keep it just as it is for right now. Then the other thing I could do is I could just move these things. So if I just push this and go like this, I can move it up and down and rearrange it and do whatever I want, which is kind of cool. And let's hit the back button. Now you could also move the whole tile to a different section just by pushing and holding it. And now I could kind of rotate it like that and just put it into a new section. And then of course you saw the little plus sign there. We hit plus, and now I could add some different tiles here. And there's a lot of different stuff that you can do. Again, I'm going to show you this on the app because it's just easier to set up that way. Okay, so we're going to go right here to tiles. So this is the first tile I have, and this is the first tile I have there. You know, you can see it exactly matches, which is really neat. But for this, again, I could just hit the minus sign to get rid of them real easily. I could move these very quickly. I just tap it, and I could move it and adjust it if I want. Then the other thing that's really cool is that you got some recommended tiles right over here, recommended widgets, however you want to call it, and it's for this kind of grouping. So health kind of setup, and this is what you have. And if you scroll over, it gives me a new kind of recommendations, right? And again, I could change the title up here to whatever I want, and you could have utilities or widgets or exercises, whatever grouping you want. Now, if I want to add something, I can add something right to this one, and I just have it right here. I just have to tap it. So we want to do steps. Let me just tap it. And there's steps. It's added, right? But look at all this other stuff that I can add. And if you see a number next to it, that means there are 9 different things for nutrition. So if I click on this, I can go through any of these things and I could add them, right? But then I got all these apps I could add as well, right on here. So, keep notes. I kind of like that one. So if I just add that, and I got 2 different options for this, let me go ahead and add it. And there it is. It didn't fit on that one, so they just added a new tile for me, which is kind of great. And then I save it. And then it will be, if I just swipe over here, it will be on the end. Oh, there we go. So kind of great that you can do that. Now, I was going to get into the other customizations a little bit later, but why don't I just do it now? Okay, so let me get into the quick panel. And the quick panel is this thing right here. So this could be adjusted, and there's actually 3 pages of it, which is kind of nice. You have some quick toggles that are accessible right away, which is kind of cool. But if I hit this little plus sign here, I could delete the ones that are on there, right? And then there's only one that I could add there. But if I delete some of these, let me take some of these off. And now these are, again, I could add these back on if I wanted to. Then if I wanted to move them, I just push and hold, and then I could move it to a different page if I want, rearrange it, do whatever I want. But again, just easier to do on the app. So let me show you that. So we're in the quick panel, we just toggle this on. The other great thing about this is if you don't know what the symbols are, they're labeled right here, so you can kind of see what they are. And you could scroll over here. Again, I could minus any of these if I want, and these are the only 2 that I can add. I want to add Bluetooth audio, and there it is. And then again, if I want to move this, I just push this. I can move it there, but I could also move it to the other page real easy. There we go. I'm trying to hold the phone and move this at the same time. So again, quick panel, really easy to adjust, and then I just hit save, and it's there. So let's get into the app screen. And the apps, of course, on the watch, you just swipe up, and we get into the apps. But let me hit the app screen here. Now, a kind of a cool feature here is the featured app based on usage. So if you have this toggled on, then you're going to get 6 most frequently used apps right on the top. So if you only use 6 apps, then you swipe up, you're going to have them all right there, right in front. So that's kind of cool. To move these, all you need to do is push and hold it, and then move it to a different section if you want. Just like that. Now it's moved, right? You could do it on the watch as well, but it's a little hard to do. It's not the easiest to do on the phone either. But now, the other cool thing is that you can create folders. So if I want to put, I want to put my calendar in my contacts and make a folder of those guys. So I just push and hold this, and I just hold it on there, and now I got a folder. And this could be, let's do test 1. I don't know. So that's that. Now I could also change the color if I want to make it stand out a bit more, and it's right there. Now, if I want to add another icon into it, I just got to push an icon, and then I move it on to there. Now I got 3 icons in there. Now, if I want to get rid of these apps, if I want to break up the folder and move it aside, I just tap on it, and I just push on it and hold it, and then slide it outside, and then it's going to be in the bottom, and then I can move it back into the right spot that I want. So that's kind of cool. So that is the customization for your apps, your tiles, and your quick toggles. So let's move on to more stuff. Okay, so this is sort of the notifications and connections portion of the video. So the first feature I really like is the disconnection alert, which is really helpful because your watch is connected to your phone through Bluetooth, and the range of that is about 30 feet. So if you leave your phone behind somewhere in an Uber or a restaurant or something like that, your watch is still on your wrist, it's disconnected from the phone after about 30 feet, and then it will give you a notification that you left your phone behind, and then hopefully you run back there and get it before it is stolen and chopped up for parts, right? Let me show you how to do that. Let's get into settings. And for this one, it's actually in advanced settings, not connections. So, just a little way to find it here. we got to move down and advanced features. Let's click on that. And disconnection alerts right here. Let's click on this. Now you can turn this off if you want, and you might want to, because if you're right at the edge of the Bluetooth range, it is a little aggressive. So it's going to say, you disconnected from your phone, and then you move, 3 feet back, and now you're reconnected. And you do get a lot of notifications if you're at the edge of the range. So you may want to have that turned off if you find that it's going off too frequently. But again, we have the options here. So you have the sound and vibration. It's going to make a chirp and vibrate, and then also the screen will turn on if you want to choose this option. So I think that's probably worthwhile to have on. And if it saved you once, it saved your phone. So that's probably a good feature. Now, let me show you some more stuff right here. The Now bar. Remember we talked about that before? There's 2 different options now. You have the classics. Let me just click on it here. We got the classic style, which is this, which is just a little icon down here on the bottom. I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. And then also you could have the newer style, which is the icon with a little bit of a text next to it to give you a little information. And you can actually set this differently for different apps, which is kind of cool. So let me just scroll down here. So the camera, again, we could have the icon, and this is the same menu for all of them, but you could do icon with text or just the icon, right? But you could do this for all this, the media, the phone. Okay, so I'm just going to start some music on my phone here. So then the little icon and the text shows up here, not just the little icon. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. But if you tap this, then it just gets right into your music controls, which is kind of cool. Okay, so I just have a timer going now. And if I go back to the watch face, again, I just have the information down there. I could have just the icon, or I could have the icon and then it gives me more information so I know how much time is left in my timer. And again, that could be adjusted. Let me show you that. Okay, so I changed the Now bar. Now it's just the icon. You see the little music there? And then let me show you what it looks like if I do a timer. Okay, again, timer there. Let me go back to the watch face. And then I got a little icon for the timer. So again, it's just up to you if you want the icon or you want the icon and text, but it's nice that you can customize it for a couple of different things. Okay, that's all the tips I have for this video. Now, are you hungry for more tips? Do you want to see more features of the Watch 8 Classic? Well, I will leave in the description a full review of this. And if you don't have time for the full video that I have, I will leave a few shorter videos in the description as well, which will cover some different topics, and you can pick which one is interesting to you. Hopefully this video was helpful for you, and hopefully there's a couple of tips in here that you liked. If there was, please consider subscribing and liking the video. I'd really appreciate that. You can even hype it if you really liked it. Otherwise, check out my channel for more smartwatch and gadget features and a lot of detailed how-to videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.